What if your favourite photos of special places and special moments in time weren't just trapped on a screen, lost in the digital abyss somewhere between memes and food pics? Imagine turning them into something real, bringing them to life off the digital screen, creating something you can hold and flip through. Well, that's where a photo zine comes in. Whether you want to showcase your best work, tell a story, or just create something cool, this is for you. And today, I'm going to show you why you should absolutely make one and how to go about doing it.
Let's talk about something creative, rewarding, and honestly way more satisfying than letting your photos collect digital dust. We're making photo zines. You might be asking why? Well, I've got 5 solid reasons plus some tips to help you get started. And along the way, I'll show you a photo zine that I recently created inspired by my love of Tasmania. Let's dive straight into it. Let's be honest, when was the last time you actually looked really closely at your old prints instead of hoarding digital relics? Oftentimes our best images are buried under mountains of files, lost in the digital ether or forgotten in the void of "I'll organize them later." But being able to print your photos, whether that's standard prints or on canvas or glass or any other medium that tickles your fancy, allows you to bring your images to life, to actually engage with them beyond the screen. And I think making a zine is one step better. Being able to hold a collection of your work in print can make the memory of capturing the images so much more palpable and really make you appreciate what you created all over again. We all hit creative ruts. Making a zine can be the perfect passion project for you to reconnect with your photography, or just provide a great way for you to have fun with your work. No pressure, no algorithms, just a creative project that's entirely your own. Curating a body of work with a purpose, whether that's a theme or telling a story or a collection that just means something to you, can really inspire you to pick up your camera and edit with vigor and fresh energy. A theme or a topic helps to give your zine a sense of direction. It brings your images together and it helps you to tell the story that you want to tell. For my zine, I chose Tasmania as my theme. Why? Because it's such a beautiful part of Australia. From World Heritage rainforests to rugged coastlines, from iconic wombats to endangered Tassie devils, extravagant peacocks, and elusive pink robins. There is just so much beautiful diversity. So Tasmania is a place that's very dear to my heart. I've travelled there a fair bit and I've photographed it a fair bit. Your theme could be seriously anything from travel photography to street photography to your favourite subject. Importantly, if it's a theme that resonates with you, it will make for a much stronger zine. There's something special and powerful about seeing your work in print, not just as pixels, but as something real. It's tangible and far more immersive than swiping on screen. The process of choosing your photos, laying them out, and holding the final product in your hand can give you a much greater appreciation of your photography in a whole new light. So it's not just about creating a zine, it's about experiencing your work through a whole new creative process. And of course, it doesn't hurt to see your photography in a finished, polished format. You definitely don't need to go all out on expensive design software and printing. Experiment and play around with different software and layouts. Popular design software such as Adobe InDesign can really enhance the experience and final product, but can be a steep learning curve and costly. Some really good design and printing businesses have developed their own software, which may be easier to use and more affordable, so explore those options. If you do decide to go with a professional printer,
Do your research, read reviews, and ask them lots of questions about the process and outcomes that you can expect.
At the end of the day, whether it's DIY or professionally designed and printed, what matters most is getting your work into a format that you can actually hold. Paper matters, and a lot. There's lots of different types of paper at various different price ranges, and they can all have a different effect on how your images turn out. I'm not going to go through them all,
but some features to think about include sheen, texture, tone, and saturation. So before you commit to a full print run, get some test prints on different types of paper to see how your images translate. If you are printing through a professional printer, they will usually have details of their printer and the available paper choices, and often can provide you with samples for you to see the differences. Often, you can also ask for an ICC profile of the specific paper you prefer, and this can be uploaded to your editing software so that you can proof your photos and have an idea about how the colours will turn out before you actually send them off for printing. This is especially because aside from the paper, colours themselves don't always look the same on paper as they do on screen.
Unfortunately, individual pixels on paper don't have their own light source. So if you're working in Adobe RGB or sRGB, your prints are most likely going to look a little different from what you expected. Most printers use CMYK, which is a much more limited colour range.
So, before you hit print, convert your images to a CMYK profile to get a more accurate preview of what they'll look like on paper.
Trust me, it'll save you from experiencing that moment of, why does my sky look so vivid and bright on screen and it's looking really sad and dull on paper? A zine can be an amazing way to share your photography. It's personal, it's curated, and it's far more memorable than sending someone a link. So whether you sell it, you gift it, or you keep it as a portfolio piece, it's a creative way to put your work out into the world. Consider some ideas to further personalize or differentiate your zine. For example, you can include a brief photo index which provides a snippet of the photo location or subject, or you can include QR codes with your photos, directing the reader to a website or a blog for more information. Putting together your zine isn't just about printing your photos, it's about curating them, making creative decisions, and seeing your work as a complete body rather than disparate, scattered individual images. And there is a bit of a confidence boost that you can get that comes from holding something that you've created yourself from start to finish. So seeing your work in print is a great way to see how you've progressed with your photography, but also gives you an appreciation of your photography in a different light. And it does help to carry you forward with your photography. Don't overthink it, keep it simple, pick a theme, gather some photos, and just make a bloody start. Done is better than perfect. And once you've made one zine, I'm sure you want to make many more. So keep making them. So now it's your turn. Have you thought about making a photography zine? Have you got an idea? Drop me a comment below, I'd love to hear it. And if you'd like a copy of my zine, or you've got your own to share, or better yet, you want to trade with me, please do give me a bell. And finally, if you found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and please do share with a fellow photography lover. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. Get creative, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.